Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to cure your beautiful clay pots. This one we just purchased today. So before you begin to use it, you must cure your pots. We spent the last couple days curing pots and today we're going to show you the best way to do so. We cured them a couple different ways and the one that I did not like was the one that we cured with the hydrated lime or the cal. As you can see, the cal did not come off completely. It did come off the bottom, but as we put it on the burner, some of the pieces began to fall off. So I do not recommend this. I don't know if it's the pot. I had a hard time getting the cal off too, so I don't recommend this one. This one we did with garlic and water. This is the one that we cured and this is the one that's now cured. I don't know if you can see the difference in color, but this one's a little bit darker than this one. I'm gonna set that one aside and I'm gonna show you the bottom. It is a little burned on the bottom, but that is perfectly normal because we are gonna be using it on the gas stove when we use it. You can't use them on the conventional stove, but you can use them on the glass top, gas stoves, or on the grill. I'm gonna put this one aside. Before we begin to cure it, we're gonna take it over to the sink and give it a good rinse. For this part, we don't need to use soap. We're just gonna rinse it really well. These dry pretty fast, so we're just gonna kind of pat it dry. We're gonna start with the lid. And to cure the pot, we're gonna need 1.5 heads of garlic. This one is completely intact. The other half, I peeled them because this is what we're gonna use to cure the pot. As you can see, the top of the lid is nice and glossy, and the bottom part is not. We're gonna trim off the tip of the garlic. So we're gonna take the garlic and rub it all around the part where it's not glossy and the bottom right here. Just the bottom part. Every little spot. And I'm gonna rub an entire clove and then I'm gonna do it a second time with another piece. These are fairly easy to cure. Once you have the garlic on here, the other process is just a matter of waiting. You don't want to use them right away without curing them because they do have lead. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you a secret ingredient to use to get rid of the lead. Okay, so we're good on this one. And now we're going to move on to the other half. And whatever's left, I'm just going to save it and we're going to put it in the pot when the water's boiling. I'm going to set this one over here. And then we're gonna move on to this one. And this one, we don't have to do anything on the inside, but we are gonna flip it over and we're gonna concentrate on the pieces where you don't see the gloss. Okay, now I'm just gonna rub the bottom piece and the sides. Whoops, I lost my garlic. Where'd it go? I lost my garlic. That's okay, we have more. Oh, it's right here. Oh, mira, con dos. I'm gonna rub two at the same time. Cover more area. Yesterday, we went live on Instagram and we cured that beautiful molcajete that you see back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's in the shape of a crocodile. We purchased the peacock and my daughter saw that they had a alligator, so she had to have the alligator. So we went and got it for her. And now when she moves out and she gets her own place, she can take her alligator with her. Her molcajete alligator. I'm just gonna do one more and then we're gonna place it on the burner. think we're good. And now we're gonna move on to the next step. So we're gonna set up the burner to get started with that step. All right, so we're gonna turn this on and we're gonna set it to low. You wanna start out low and then work your way up. And we're gonna fill it up with 1 gallon of water, or enough water to where it's almost to the top. We're gonna fill it up to about right here. I can already smell the garlic. I'm probably gonna need a little bit more water than this. Just a tad, maybe another quart. So it's 5 quarts of water. That should be plenty. Okay. Already getting hot. And now we're gonna add the remaining garlics that we had, the little pieces of garlic and the entire head of garlic. And now we're just gonna cover it and boil for about 2 hours, or until the water simmers down to about halfway. And that's it. I'll see you in 2 hours. The pot has been on the burner for about 1 hour. It hasn't reached a full boil because there's so much water, and we did set the burner to low, so it's gonna take a little bit until it reaches a full boil. At this point, we're gonna add the secret ingredient, which is 1/4 of a cup of baking soda. The baking soda is gonna eliminate the lead, if any. We're gonna cover it back up, and we're gonna turn up the burner just a little bit, and we're gonna leave it on the burner for an additional hour to an hour and a half, or until half of the water has simmered down. This has been boiling for about 2 hours now. We're gonna turn it off. But before we turn it off, I'm gonna remove the lid so you can see how much of the water evaporated. It's about halfway. So at this point, we're gonna turn it off and we're gonna let it cool down. It should be about 1-2 hours, or as long as it takes to cool down. So this has been cooling down for about 4 to 5 hours. This has completely cooled down. I can now lift it without burning my hands. So we're gonna remove the lid. So now we're just gonna drain out the water that's in here. This whole process, you only have to do it one time before using it. So you don't have to worry about doing it whenever you use it. It's just done one time and that's it. I'm gonna dump out the water. I'm gonna start by washing the lid with a little bit of soap. Then I'm gonna move on to the bottom part of the pot. The garlic that we use to cure the pot, make sure to discard of it. You don't want to save that and use it for recipes. Dump out the water and give it a good rinse. Then we're gonna wash the inside of the pot with a little bit of soap. Make sure to get the handles and the rim of the pot. Rinse it out really well and turn it over and repeat the process with the bottom part of the pot. As you can see, ours is a little burnt on the bottom, but that is perfectly normal because we use the gas burner. If you're curing your pot using a glass top stove, more likely yours will not look this way. This will eventually wash off after each use, so don't be too concerned. And now it's ready to use. You can use it to prepare mole, guisos, caldo, or whatever you want to prepare in this beautiful new pot. If you found this video useful, leave me a little heart and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future recipes and kitchen tips. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.